Good morning. My name is Raquel Misra. I'll be discussing the effects genetic variation has on the Hawaiian monk seals in the past 20 to 30 years. My response is genetic variation has negatively impacted Hawaiian monk seals in the past 20 to 30 years. Before we dive in, let's start with the bigger picture. The stimulus source by Wayne Perry shows the significance between biodiversity, which is a direct cause of any species going extinct, whether if it's Hawaiian monk seals or any other species for the matter. It also explains the impact biodiversity has on the environment that the species lives in, which means the health of the environment and the health of the species go hand in hand. What is genetic variation? Genetic variation is differences in DNA. As you can see in the first strand, it goes TA, TA, CG, and the second strand goes AT, AT, TA. That's a genetic variation or difference. A source from Boundless Biology points out that genetic variation is essential for natural selection. This is relevant because seals need more variation to reproduce and survive. Also from Boundless Biology reveals the role a new allele can play. It can increase an organism's ability to survive and reproduce, which ensures the survival of the allele in the population. If the organism carries the failing mutation, it will die out, along with any other organism with that failing mutation. The species is then forced to adapt or survive, which can increase or deeply decrease the population in size. However, there are also other possibilities as to why Hawaiian monk seals are going extinct. According to another stimulus, ocean trash 5.25 trillion pieces and counting from National Geographic, written by Laura Parker, says, plastic degrades into fragments. It falls into deeper water where it carries its currents, carry it to remote parts of the globe. We are finding them everywhere. This is significant because the plastic fragments are carried into the seals' homes. They are then ingesting it, directly hurting them. Also, from another source, from NOAA Fisheries, have also listed some possible reasons like food limitation, predation, entanglements, male seal aggression, loss of habitat, fishery or human interactions, and disease. After considering this list of possible reasons the Hawaiian monk seals are going extinct, I found that the most prominent reason is genetic variation. This chart by Jennifer K. Schultz in an academic journal shows the different DNA strands. Their DNA is so similar that it's hard for them to mutate and reproduce. Also, the allele numbers are low numbers, and they need to be a lot higher than they are right now. A possible solution would be go into genetically mutate their DNA. But a big limitation would be that it's too invasive and could potentially harm the seals rather than helping them. Who knows, in the next 20 to 30 years, if we'll ever see another Hawaiian monk seal due to the lack of genetic variation. Thank you. What are your questions?
All right, 2 questions I have for you. First up, how did your research question evolve as you moved through the research process?
I found that it was a lot harder to find different types of sources, like academic journals and charts and pictures, So I had to really focus on like finding information based on those different types of sources.
Okay. And if you had more time, what additional research would you do?
I would do additional research for the possible solution, which was to go in and change their DNA, because that probably could help, but then again, it's too invasive. So.
You're done. You can breathe.